Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Go Buff Yourself in Thousand Faces and the Wylde Beyond. We are getting ready to play session 72 of this campaign. Wild. I am
Spelled with a Y.
Spelled with a Y. I am, as always, joined by these 6 incredible members of the Wild Things. Let's go around, say hi to them really quick. First of all, playing Bodhi, we have Lauren.
Hi.
Playing Melon is Morgan.
What's up?
Otto, played by Mav.
Hello there.
Wrought by Joe.
'Tis I, the Frenchiest fry.
V by Sally.
What's up?
And Kai by Sarah.
Good evening, esteemed fuckers.
Good evening. Thank you all so much who are here with the raid. Thank you for gifting subs. Thank you for all of your support for this little just home run stream and podcast that we all do together. And on that note, if you want to hear more or support the stream more, you can listen to past episodes of Wylde Beyond, Under a Crooked Moon, Lords of Sin, City of Crimson Tower, all those things over on Go Buff Yourself on YouTube. You can also listen to the narrative play versions that I put out. They take a bit longer to put out than the actual play versions. I'm currently working on cleaning up episode 15 of Lords of Sin, and then it will be on the Go Buff Yourself podcast, along with Mothership and several other things already on there. So if you like this stream and you want it even more immersive, check out the narrative play version on Go Buff Yourself anywhere you get podcasts.
If you want it injected into your veins like an IV.
And not to, just to let you know, each of the Lords of Sin episodes is usually, when we record it, between 3 to 4.5 hours. I then cut it down to usually between 1.5 and 2 hours. And that's without losing any content. That's just losing math, pausing, some out of game shenanigans that we have to do to stress release. But each one of those episodes to edit takes me probably about 8 to 10 hours per episode. I put a lot of time into that, hundreds, or usually at least 100 sound effects and musical tracks. So if that strikes your fancy at all, please check that out.
The stress of the editing made his hair fall out.
It's true. I had lustrous locks prior to this. I put Sally to shame before this. But second announcement, this is an 18+ stream for language, legal drug use, dark themes, things like that. Our streams, they're just 18+, so just know that. If you're below 18, I've said what I had to say, and that's on you now. Think those are all of my announcements. So, let's go ahead, run that intro video so that we can get into session 72 of the Wylde Beyond.
Of old magazines, like with the letters cut out as a ransom note for his wife. Ethan
I
will
love
steal
those
your
styles.
wife. Let us level up.
And we're back!
Sorry, Lauren, I guess we can't take you.
The 1 minute that the intro video takes leads to an impossible amount of shenanigans each time. And sometimes you get to hear the final results of that. But...
subscribe to the Patreon to hear about that.
True. When we were last with the wild things, in the wintry part of the Feywild known as Yawn, had made your way to the amphitheater controlled by one Endolin Moongrave, a member of the Hourglass Coven, a hag, and a patron of the theatrical arts, however, predominantly, by which I mean exclusively, tragedies. You made your way there, leaving one half of the Selenelian acrobatic twins, Gleam, waiting nearby outside as she was not allowed in. Upon making your way inside, you were immediately greeted once you entered the amphitheater, which, just a reminder, this citadel, Motherhorn, where this amphitheater is thousands upon thousands upon thousands of feet up in the mountains, and the amphitheater clings just over this sheer 10,000-foot drop. As you all headed in, you were quickly greeted by a goblin in a jester's outfit by the name of Stage Fright, who was very glad you all were finally there, and immediately set out to help you all put on a tragedy so that you could win Endolin Moongrave's favor and therefore speak with her. It was a chaotic performance, as the Wild Things put on the performance of No Love Lost, the tragic love affair of Igwilv and Grast. After picking out props and costuming, getting a little chance to practice your lines, you all put on this performance, with no small amount of assistance from Stage Fright, reminding you all of your lines and helping you all put on the best possible performance, all the while being watched by the shrouded Endolin Moongrave from the balcony overlooking the amphitheater. And I didn't divulge this last time to the audience, but I did mention it after the session. She was keeping score of your positive moments of the performance and the negative.
How did that score shake out, Ethan?
That score shook out with 27 marks against you. 27 things she viewed as flubs or problems, but 38 positive marks in your favor.
Mostly from Otto, let's be real.
Please, it was my fault mostly.
Otto and the major image
and
helped you a lot. As the performance concluded and you all took your bows, waiting for the judgment of Endolin Moongrave, she declared the performance delightfully morose and instructed Stage Fright to show this troupe of troubadours to her audience chamber, where they would await her. And that was where we left. And where we pick up is with Stage Fright leading you all to Endolin Moongrave's audience chamber. He leads you through the amphitheater, through some a back room, which seems to contain a library of sorts. Takes you in or through a door up a set of spiral stone staircase that leads up to the second level and then continues up even further. But he gets off of the stairs on the second level, leading you all to Endolin's audience chamber.
The dame will expect you all here. Again, Wonderful performance. Splendidly done, all of you. I would say no notes. That would be a bit generous. However, no notes worth mentioning right now. Should you ever choose to perform, no love lost again. However, I would wish to speak with you all about a few constructive pieces of feedback.
How often do people have to replay their plays? It seems like the group that went before us had done it several times.
Oh, it depends. Most troupes of troubadours do end up performing the same production more than once. I would assume that was one they had rehearsed or performed themselves prior to this as well. However, my usefulness and time with you all has expired for now. I do hope to see you all on stage once again, however, but until then...
He takes a bow with the jingling of bells from his scepter and his hat, and opens
Actually,
the...
before he leaves...
Yeah?
Before he goes, be like, well, it has been an incredible learning situation, and I feel like I have personally learned a lot from you and your advice. And once we leave here, it'd be great to be able to have something to remember you by. So, your staff is just the coolest thing. And I was hoping that, it seems like you have a lot of people to kind of keep in line around here. And maybe, as, to let me remember you, and you to be a little more intimidating to the people you're keeping in line, I have many well-made daggers, if you would be willing to trade.
I need a persuasion check with disadvantage, please.
Do you want one of my d20s, Sarah?
They statistically roll really well. Buy them at Terrible Trio Creations.
$18 or $22?
Oh! Right.
I'm gonna pump 2 luck points into it to make it a dirty 20.
First of all, let me say, flattered that I have made such an impression, honored to wish to be remembered. I am a fan of my scepter, however. It's become, when you carry something around long enough that people eventually begin to associate you with it and it with you. And what if I were to give you one of my bells?
Away, and these are blessed by the fairy goat father themselves.
Scepter... Blessed, you say? Can I see?
I'll hand them over. They are miraculous for self-defense, especially for small folk and children.
Not going to lie to you, I do suspect that this, holding up the knife, will get the actor's attention a little bit better than the scepter. I've never considered myself to want to be
Especially if you apply it to the buttocks region.
It does kind of go with your name, too, with stage fright, and you can scare people into doing what you want them to do.
They're the ones who are going to be frightened now.
Ooh, a turnabout. I am not the stage frightened. I am the stage frightener. Indeed, a complex personal story. Indeed. You know what? I think
your best, scream.
Threaten us like we just got our lines wrong.
He begins to...
From the court jester to maestro with the knife.
He begins to chuckle to himself.
Oh, yes, they will not forget their lines much longer if I've... You know what? I have other scepters. That's no problem. And I don't have too many of these. So, blessed by the fairy goat father himself, you say?
Indeed.
Not sure who that
Helped
is,
many
but it
children
sounds
in
important.
Fields of Spring.
Sounds important, and that's what matters. Very well.
And he hands you a scepter.
I will cherish this. Thank you. I will think of you every time I'm acting.
And I will think of you every time I stab an actor who forgot his lines.
I love it.
Well, and he opens the door into the audience chamber.
The dame will be with you shortly. Please, make yourselves comfortable in the meantime.
And as he lets you all into the room and shuts the door behind him. You step into a chamber with walls that are jet black, painted with gold scroll work where the walls meet the ceilings and each other, so at all of the angles. There are ornate, high-backed armchairs that face a raised dais, and there is an alcove at the back of the dais, the back half of it, that is hidden by a black curtain. There are plenty of seats for you all and a few extra.
Does anyone have a bag of holding that I can hide this in? Because, like, I'm remembering what the goat said, and I just couldn't let the opportunity go by.
Tragedy.
Here you go, Otto.
Yeah, put it in Otto's quiver.
You just see it disappear into the quiver. There you go.
Because, I mean, other fools and stabs and keys and stuff. I mean, come on. Giant goats telling us this shit from on a cliff. I'm not going to ignore that fuck.
V's gonna put her hand on Kai. You did a good job. Good job.
Kai's going to be a little bit shell-shocked, like having the giant paw land on top of his horns and head, but, like, being told he did a good job, he's like, I did. Words of affirmation. He's not actually saying this, but you can see it in his face.
Hey, Kai, here you go. And I've actually been carrying around 2 daggers this entire campaign. They're more like kukris kind of thing, so I go, just in case you need to give them to any children.
Thank you.
Can never have too many knives. That's what Logan Ninefinger says. If you get that reference, you're cool. Is there anything you all would be doing as you're in here? Would people be just getting seated and waiting, doing anything in particular?
Are there any snacks?
There are not currently any snacks in here. I know, I'm sorry.
Could I tell if Melon was like walking around searching for snacks? Melon, do you think I could tell?
It's very obvious.
I would probably pull out some jerky because I don't eat it as fast as you, and I would toss it over to you. I'd be like, calm down.
If you toss it, it doesn't even hit the hands or the floor. It's gone.
Ethan, quick question. How can we tell that there's a hidden compartment behind a black curtain if the curtain's there?
I didn't say
can
there
we
was a
just
hidden
tell that
compartment. I just said there's a black curtain and there's like,
Okay.
it's like.
Can we tell that there's stuff back there though? I just want to know.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's at a window.
Start wandering. Okay.
Uh,
V probably would not step on the dais in any way though, walking around it completely and trying to peek what is behind the curtain.
Absolutely. 2 seconds. I lost my notes for a second.
In
You need notes for this campaign? I thought I was just bullshittery.
It's all theater. It's all made up at
No,
the
it's one of those. Y'all can write?
Ew.
You couldn't
I
read.
can read too. Yeah.
As you open the alcove, it's bare. You pull the curtains back and it's just a semicircular, just a half circle, empty alcove.
You said it was bare.
Dang,
so
I was
who's
expecting-
behind there?
Would it if I looked at it more closely, would I be able to tell if the whole thing could rotate and do like a turn or something to where it's like a
Ooh.
hidden compartment?
That's very cool. Make me an investigation check.
A la
Okay.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana, yeah, kind of, yeah. Well, I'm like, it's a space and they're not using it. Why not? Why aren't they using it? Oh, it's so bad. I know nothing in life. I got a 4.
A 4? I mean, you don't see any grooves in the stone here that would indicate rotation or separation or anything like that. It just looks like an alcove where something could be, and there just isn't anything. Wraught, saw your hand.
I'm gonna sidle over to Kai, I think, and Melon if he's standing nearby. I'm gonna lean in because I know that with the electricity power she can see the future, but I don't know if she gets audio with seeing the future. I guess. And I'm gonna lean my muzzle kind of like right up against Kai's face, practically, like I'm like practically grooming him with my whole dragon face. And Kai, I don't know what to do.
I never do.
We were supposed to rescue somebody to get everything we ever wanted. And now it turns out she doesn't need rescuing. I don't know what to do.
I mean, maybe she does. We don't know that. Well, we don't know anything about what's going on here.
Mind stuff.
I've gone into all of these realms having no fucking clue what's going on, and then just kind of figuring out along the way. We've been here for 3 seconds, so if we don't know what's going on, I think that's normal.
I don't like not knowing what's going on, Kai. That's the thing I hate the most, is not knowing what's going on.
I know that you're the brain of most of us, but that doesn't mean you're all knowing either. And it's okay to not know. It just makes you a person.
V.
I don't know if I want to be a person that... Ooh, it makes me uncomfortable.
V, could you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, I'm so excited. Things happening.
This I'm really good at. 24. I do a backflip. And I don't even.
You don't even know what you're doing
You
yet.
should probably tell me.
Yes, the bear does a backflip. Bear
backflips.
Just do a backflip anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Fuck you, backflip.
There is a cloud of black smoke appears in the alcove that you were investigating. And you either backflip back or jump back in response to this. And as the smoke parts, you recognize this figure from the shadowy glimpses you were able to see of her as she sat in the balcony watching your performance. But now you can see her in total, as much as her garb allows you to see. This figure is about 11 and a half feet tall, dressed in all black, with some parts a slightly different shade of black to provide differentiation, but it is still all blacks. A tall, regal-looking cloth headpiece that leads to a gauzy shroud that looks very similar to a theater curtain. She has a dress on that goes out wide, almost like a bell, and it has these... If it were in a corset, you would call it ribbing. But it almost looks like spider legs, metallic, that keep this part of her dress ballooned out. There are black petticoats on her lower half as well, and she has 4 gaunt, gray, almost a little yellowish skinned arms as she steps through the smoke.
A splendid performance. Wild things. I have seen many performances of No Love Lost, but your creative choices did delight. Please sit.
Ooh, baby, we'll sit.
I'll grab
Everyone,
Melon, so just sit on the floor.
mean,
Everyone can make me perception checks. I will say also that Juniper seems quite uneasy at someone suddenly appearing and looking and sounding like that. Not taking an aggressive posture, but definitely not lying down relaxing, and is watching very closely what is happening.
it's okay. It's okay. 21.
Even with the +8, I only got 11. I think Kai's broken out into a cold sweat seeing her and is too distracted.
You said perception, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. And really care. I got an 11. But what Otto's going to do is go up and ask for her hand and greet her, kiss it, and bow to her.
A gentleman.
As you kiss her hand, it is so withered and dry that your lips almost stick to it just because you have more moisture on your lips than her skin does. And you like feel some flakes of dead skin come away on your lips as you do. Bodhi with a 21 on that perception check and V with a 26 on that perception check. The gauzy shroud she wears is not fully opaque. Just mostly. It is translucent. And you can see the hints of a skeletal face underneath. You're not sure if it literally is a skull, or if her flesh is simply so withered and parchment thin and clinging so tightly to her bones that it appears that way. But the result is the same. You all take your seats, I assume?
Immediately.
Very sweetly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
She, as she sits, does so. It's a slight performance. The way she raises her dress, and as she does, you see no feet touching the ground, and lowers herself onto her seat, creaking just slightly underneath her.
Well, I would greatly enjoy simply discussing the decisions that led to your creative choices in your performance. But if my orrery is correct, that is not why you have come here. So, would you prefer pleasantries or to cut to the chase?
A pleasant cut to the chase, preferably.
I don't mind a little bit of play talk.
Conversational foreplay.
Finger gun at Bodhi.
Well, I was particularly impressed with the visual effects that you were able to put on with so little preparation time. Magic or practical?
I have a flair for the dramatic, as the rest of my troop will agree.
She, with gestures with 3 of her 4 arms simultaneously.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
In
It
that
wasn't
case, you have impeccable taste.
It was also a fascinating play to be a part of. It's not one that I'd really done before. I mean, I'm not from here, and I'm used to slightly more, mortal plane sort of plays. So these characters, some of them were a bit of an unknown to me, so it was very interesting.
Well, if you are from elsewhere and you have experience with different theaters, tell me, do you prefer comedies or tragedies?
Actually,
You can
I
have both.
like watching comedies, but being in tragedies.
I love a romance.
Well, a romance can be either tragedy or comedy. Do you prefer ones where they end up happy or end up dead?
I have a positive disposition, so happy at the end, but there could be turmoil that they have to work through to find each other. But yes, it's a little more happier. I know, I should be dramatic. I'm just hopeful. And she looks off like an actor would, acting like she's like, fully in it.
Hopeful. What a blessing of ignorance that must be. I envy that.
But watching comedies, because it lets you forget about things sometimes as the bystander. But acting in tragedies, because you know that that's maybe more realistic. And even if it's, say, get the girl or have some laughs, in real life everyone dies at the end anyways.
Indeed.
And there is a knock at the door, and
Enter!
door opens, and one of the darklings that you've seen around here enters with a tray full of several teacups and saucers and a pot of freshly brewed tea.
Thank you, that will be all.
And uses all of her hands to start to pick up cups and the pot and begins to pour and distribute glasses to everyone in a very overly fluid motion that only the benefit of multiple arms can provide. Wraught?
My lady, I must admit, I have heard about your powers of prophecy and for future telling.
I would imagine you have.
Is there no play that is a surprise to you anymore? Do you know the ending as if you've read it before it was performed?
Reality always finds its way to fit in little surprises. For example, you all. I knew you were coming. I knew you would perform for me. I did not know whether you would do so well. But you
So
did.
events, but not necessarily quality.
Depends on the event. Depends.
I would
on
say that sometimes
lot
a
of
surprise is more of a pleasure than knowing what's coming. Wouldn't you find more pleasure in a play that surprised you rather than knowing the foregone conclusion?
No. I myself tend to dislike surprises.
Oh, you read the last chapter first.
I do.
And that makes you happy?
It makes me safe, and that makes me happy.
Safe from what, if I might ask? You seem extremely powerful.
You might ask. And I might decline to answer.
As is your right. And I'm going to take a sip of my tea.
Now,
Would it be safe from disappointment?
I am never safe from that, unfortunately. No one
I'm
is.
sorry.
But you all did not disappoint me. And now we are here. And I feel a pleasant conversation has led naturally to the part where I ask you what it is you want.
I suppose the next question is, politely, what it is you're offering.
This audience and my ear. If If you do not wish it, we have nothing further to discuss then.
Out of character, Jesus, this is really tough because, like, I feel like all of our working towards have been upended since we arrived here. I don't even know what we're working towards anymore. What do we want?
Yeah, out of character. So I know that in the long run we were supposed to rescue Zybilna, but we're not even sure about what that's about anymore. I think because that's what you guys were doing here, right? I just joined in mostly through the campaign.
Right,
but
we were
then
promised a farm.
here, it's the Sun and Moon sister, and we're trying to rescue the other sister.
Correct. Sun and Moon sister here.
Get with
Zybilna is the
Zybilna,
queen's
get the Sun and
advisor.
Moon.
Zybilna is the queen's advisor, which isn't Indolin, is someone completely
Which implies that
different.
she doesn't need rescuing.
So we can
Yeah.
shelve that for now.
Yeah, there's weird shit happening with Zybilna with the portals and all the other shit.
You do know,
If we
like Otto was saying, Zybilna apparently is the new advisor to the Winter Queen,
Queen Titania.
Queen Mab.
Oh,
She's
Mab.
the advisor of Queen Mab currently, and that is the Queen of the Winter Court, who is their seat is in Arctis Tor, the castle here in Yon.
So, I mean, out of character, I mean, does it make sense to ask for an audience with Zybilna to be like the under the table, hey, are you being exploited? Are you,
Yeah,
you know,
like
being
an
forced to do
introduction.
this?
And then
Or like,
something
hey,
to do
we're
with Sun
just
and Moon.
trying, or like we're just trying to get to the Winter Court. That's like, because that's still a correct answer. Or trying to get there because that's where she is. But
I think.
But
an
how do we get
introduction
Glimmer
would
in
be-
this
would-
situation?
yeah.
We still need to figure
I guess
out
it
where
depends
Glimmer
on if
is.
she's imprisoned here or in the Winter Court.
and it might not be best to even bring up Glimmer just because if the hag knows they're trying to release the other sister that's supposed to spell her downfall, then maybe it's not the best to let her know that because she'll try to stop us immediately.
So it might be
about
worth going to the
information
next
on
place to
Glimmer,
ask
then?
about Glimmer, and then like maybe backtracking a little bit, asking somebody who isn't the hag.
Well, I'm waiting for her to put us into a cell and go, you're gonna get on stage for me every other day and entertain me. And so that's what I'm prepared for in this situation. I'm worried she doesn't take a no.
But if the thing they were looking for of why we're here is to get to the Winter Court now, knowing that Zybil is there, that's still a correct answer. I mean, we did a good thing. We did a good job on the stage, so it's not like she is super suspicious or hates us, supposedly.
We could legitimately just ask for an introduction to Zybilna.
I don't know if we need to bring that up. I mean, I think that it should just be, let's just, because I mean, the thing we've been telling everybody up until this point is, why are you here? We need to move forward.
Lo, what do you think? You haven't said anything. As well
Yeah,
as
I'm
Matt
not-
did so much.
I'm
What do you
not
think?
really I'm not super sure what so the energy this particular person is giving off is like very high and mighty, very impenetrable kind of situation anyway.
Seems
And
undead.
my thought is mentioning, you know, what our true mission is here, and who is involved might trigger some sort of control either way.
I have an idea.
Okay.
What if we tell her we came here to perform for her, which we did? We literally, got the brochure and we came here to perform our act for her. And we do it again, but while we hang out in this area, we knock out all of the lightning posts so she can't see the future to know that we're going to stab her in the back. So let's just hang out here for a little bit longer, put on the play again, but better this time with the notes from the goblin with the staff. And while we're hanging out here, we can go on tiny little outdoor missions and knock out all those lightning posts.
But do you think she'd know it was us anyways, just because if she can already see the future, she'd see us
But here's the
doing
thing,
that thing?
but if we knock out one, it might just kind of like semi-adjust it, or we can be invisible or something, just start knocking out her ability to see the future, because otherwise we're never going to get anywhere.
Here's the thing: she can already know that.
Yeah.
We haven't done anything. This is all just, out of character conversation. She can't know what we've done until we do it.
That's kind of the opposite of seeing in the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, wait
Yeah,
a minute.
she's gonna know what we going to before we do it.
That would be
This is the ending of Dragon Ball Z Super. Like it's just super. Like they already know what choices we're gonna make, and it's just gonna retroactively fix itself.
The point is, if we're going to save that sibling, we need to deal with her. And if we're going to deal with her, we need to stop her ability to see what we're going to do.
Or try to do it in a way that's like something that is immediately at the end. So if we get the ability to go to the next area to find Zabelna, understand what's going on, maybe see if we can find the sister, and like if she gives us some sort of key to do that, right before we go, we try to free the sister, then we run. Because she can see the future. I'd rather make it so it's going to be as quick as possible in like a very short span of time where she's not expecting that little thing.
It'll still require us to take out the lightning towers. I mean, that's how she sees the future. I don't know how we're going to do that really quick.
I think that we can't do that. If we take out the lightning towers, that's us burning the bridge right there. We take out the tower, we have to take them all out as quickly as possible, and not like a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. We have to take them all out immediately, and then she's going to know it's us, and then possibly lead to a fight.
So you want to move on, hope we find a hint.
Pretty much. So I think it's like a case of bide our time here for a moment, gather some information, and then do everything all at once.
So we're asking to move on to the Winter Court because we heard that's where Queen Mab is, and we are hoping to impress her as well.
Hey, here's also a thing. They already knew that Glimmer was with us. So they know that we're already looking for her sister.
Well,
Again,
the
yeah.
So
door
it
knew.
almost to be expected.
Which she already knows.
Yeah.
If she's already seen it.
Yeah.
She
So it's
already
almost-
knows that we found
Yeah.
her.
also just as an
Honesty
aside.
is key here.
This is one of the best parts of being a DM. Can I just say? This moment right here, this is what it's all about. This is great.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That was to you all and the audience. I'm just saying, this right here, best thing ever.
So it's quite likely she is already expecting us to ask about the sister.
Maybe not. If she only knows big events rather than like specific people kind of thing.
But that would be a big event because it involves her downfall.
She definitely
Maybe.
knows about the sister waiting outside. I mean,
But the
the
sister
door
waiting
would have
outs-
told them.
She could have also been a guide here.
That's true, but
What about with the guarantee that they leave?
Which is what we want to do anyway.
Yeah.
So how about this? Let's ask as a reward, because we want to go to the Winter Court, and not mention of Zabelna and not mention the sister, just that we're hoping to continue to move forward, which is what we've been doing this entire time.
Lauren, thoughts?
Oh, we're
I-
seeking Bodhi's missing thing.
I already have my missing thing.
You got your sense of direction back?
No, that's just character development.
That's just gone forever, I think.
You get my right and left mixed up.
You got a sense of fashion? What?
No way. Yeah, I'm not super sure how to proceed forward with I just worry about how to conduct ourselves with this individual, and my concern is if we do any sort of play or anything like that, we have the opportunity to, I don't know,
To stick around.
give him a reason to be poopy. I don't know.
well, do you think we need all of the things? We got the scepter. Do you think we need all of the things from this area to where we should stay in this area and putter around in it, searching for certain things before we go?
A sister?
I mean, the chance
the
is
sister,
that
yeah.
we don't get to backtrack. I mean, we've been moving forward, but never back. So what if we don't get to come back here?
So
Fair.
maybe it's like we want to move forward, but we're willing to stay for a little while to do more plays because we had such a good time. It's like we're happy to. We want to move forward, but you know, if we
Or
can
we
We
stay.
can
think
watch
we
more
can
plays.
improve. I mean, he did say he had notes for us. We want to go to the Winter Court, but we think we can do an even better play.
So the one thing, do we have a horn? Because I know the thing is a cat, horn, a shadow ripped, and then the fool's scepter.
Yeah, I don't know how the cat horn and shadow ripped really play into it. And we know that the sister has her shadow gone, so maybe like
It's the
those are things
shadow.
she takes. Like if we had a cat in the party, like she'd take it.
Wait, question.
No, not Melon.
Kai and
Oh, shit,
Otto
yeah.
have horns, and I'm a cat.
Question. Remind me because it's been a while. Which Gleam is which sun? Which
Gleam
She's the
is
son of
she
the-
wears the moon mask. Glimmer wears the
Okay.
sun mask.
Glimmer could be the shadow ripped because sun and moon are together.
She also literally has no shadow.
Gleam has no shadow.
Correct. Gleam has no shadow.
Do you think we
I think
need
it's like
her
a Peter
shadow?
Pan. She
I
seems like
say
she's doing
honestly.
okay.
Really?
Well, it's
I
shadow
love that.
ripped, meaning like we need the shadow that's been ripped. That's the question.
I'm of the mind, at least my vote, is to stay here, try the play with the edits, I guess, and snoop as we can while keeping it subtle. Because here's the thing, we've been moving forward and we've never been able to move back. I think if we head to the Winter Court, I don't know if we're going to get a chance to come back here.
And you've got 2 rogues in your party for snooping around.
I say
I'm
we
gonna go
just
with whatever
didn't
you guys
watch.
say.
You sit and watch the other plays. Because then we aren't pressed for time per se of having to be on stage. Because if we let you two run around and do what you got to do, we don't have to make sure you're back and them constantly looking for the other members of the party. We sit and we enjoy the rest of the play and kind of just walk around.
Maybe we're here to learn from the other troubadours to put on the best play possible for her.
Time to
Correct.
watch more other performances.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
do you want me
also,
to- do you want me
honestly,
to pitch it to her?
woo. Nope, I can't do that.
Who's got the highest persuasion point? Because I have +9.
Well, would it be persuasion or would it be deception? Because it's a little bit of both. It's true that we want to put on the better play.
I only have a
for her.
+7.
And it's true that we're trying to move on, so we're not deceiving. But my deception is +6.
My
I've
deception's
got a 7 in both.
I have
Like I
an
said,
8
I
in
don't mind.
persuasion.
Oh, you've got an 8 persuasion. Do
What's your
you want to
deception?
be the one to tell her?
Then you
Witchlight
two are the
Monarch.
highest.
Yeah, I think I technically have the highest persuasion, but
Oh,
Otto, what's
Otto
your
can't
deception?
lie. Otto
Oh, Otto
cannot
can't
lie.
That might work in your favor, though. Because you can speak around it, and if you tell her, it's like, I cannot lie. Literally cannot.
She might ask why he can't lie, though, and then we'd find out that he got cursed by her sister.
Never mind.
Yeah, we don't want her. Wait, don't they hate each other?
They do, but I don't know if that would work in our favor.
They
First
do,
two
and
sisters.
she's probably seen it. She's probably seen what we've done already. So it's like, fuck it.
If she's looking at a lot of different things at once, she can only concentrate on one thing at once.
But I still have a higher persuasion than Otto anyway, so if you guys want to maybe give me a hand with it. +9.
All right, Kai's gonna pitch it. We'll just help.
Break.
And we want to move forward to the Winter Court.
Is that what you say? What do you say?
In
to-
as many words, yes.
Okay.
so that we don't have to repeat it again and again.
Well, I'm simply curious what you say to Endelin.
Yeah, that we want to move forward to the Winter Court, because I mean that's what we want to do anyways. We were just wanting to move forward, but that we're perfectly willing to do the play again because we learned a lot from Stage Fright, and would love to be able to watch other plays to kind of see what it is she likes and build on it and make it better.
You seek invitation to the Winter Court. Well, that is fortunate, for I happen to have both a expeditious means of arriving there and an invitation to a ball being thrown there not too long from now. But nothing for nothing. Your performance was enjoyable and sufficient to earn my attention and trust. But if you wish this invitation, I was greatly hoping to attend myself. You would need to sweeten the pot. I would be willing to accept several items in a show of reciprocity. You wouldn't happen to have a unicorn horn, would you?
Not that I know of.
Because, yeah, we gave that back to the unicorn got taken off of, right? The husband of the other unicorn?
Yes, we did.
It was a long shot. If you
We
would
can
be-
make... Otto can grow a unicorn horn on his own head.
Or we can make one out of paper mache.
I would be needing the real thing. If you manage to acquire that for me, then the invitation would be yours. But if not that, well, my sister, Bavlorna, took something of mine, something precious to me. I wish to see her returned.
Her?
My cat, Gloom.
Did we see a fucking cat?
I'm
Well,
going
the
to
last
ask
act had a
for
shitload
a
of cats.
history check because you're remembering Bavlorna was the first. This was in Downfall.
Is there a
Shit,
fucking
Can we all make
Cat.
checks for that?
Sure,
Not
everyone
me.
except V.
What was it? It was history,
I will
was
not.
it?
History, yeah, to remember history.
What?
I'm gonna re-roll that with a point.
15.
21.
Wraught, you remember, like, it barely caught your attention while you were in Downfall, just because there was so much else weird going on, and Bavlorna had so many strange items. You remember seeing a stuffed cat?
When you were climbing in the fucking study.
Oh my god, Mav! Holy shit! I just remembered it too! You're incredible!
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, but go, if we find your cat, we'd be happy to return it. And I'm gonna dart a glance over at Kai.
The third option would likely be the fastest and easiest. One of your shadows.
That's what it means by the fucking horned cat and shadow ripped. Goddamn.
If fast, Melon would give up his shadow if needed.
Can we consider the cat for a while we stay in your lovely home and observe your talented performers? And
Of
if we cannot return it
course.
for you, we will sacrifice a shadow.
Of course, you are welcome to remain here. There are a few promising troops putting on performances today, and if you wish to linger longer, that you would need a place to sleep, you would be welcome to stay with the other performers in their quarters. I hope it goes without saying. I would expect you to honor the rule of hospitality while you well here.
We wouldn't dare do otherwise.
And take the time that you need to consider. When you have your answer, if you have your answer, it is no concern to me. Let one of my darklings or goblins know or seek me out. Let me know.
Of course, thank you so much for the audience.
Is there anything further you wish to discuss?
Miss Endelin, I have a question. I'm not from here, and I don't know a lot about magic and stuff like that, but I'm very curious of why do you need the shadows?
Watching plays by yourself. It's a boring affair. Every performer needs an audience, and my darklings can only fill so many seats. Not to mention, they are very helpful. Spies, guards, servants.
Fascinating.
All right, thank you.
She rises, and as you all do the same, with just a look to the door opens and a darkling steps in.
Please return the wild things to the amphitheater so that they may watch the next performances. And if they should need directing to the performers' quarters, you will show them there. Yes, Dame. Follow me.
And you all are led out of the audience chamber. Back down the spiral stairs and back to the amphitheater.
As we walk, I'm going to put my hand on Kai's shoulder and psychically say, we're talking psychically now for anything important. If you need to pass along a word or anything, touch my shoulder. And then I'm going to say the exact same thing to Melon, and then after Melon, I'm going to say the same thing to V and Bodhi and Otto.
V's going to interrupt before V's going to interrupt before Wraught gets to her and go,
Wraught, did you see the face? The face, it was like really sucking in. Wraught, did you see the face?
she's going to be like a little extra.
And she says all that out loud, I'm sure.
Oh, 100%.
I'm gonna pat V's paw on my shoulder, which absolutely, when she put it on my shoulder, my knees buckled because I'm so much smaller than V, and I almost hit the floor. And then in V's head, V, shut the fuck up. Don't talk about the face. If you need to talk to me, say it by putting your hand on my shoulder, and I'm going to talk to you in your fucking head.
Okay.
Okay, no, don't say that out loud. Don't say okay out loud. Shit.
Kai's going to tap Rod again in the shoulder. I think if any of us are going to look around, we can't look like us. And I think I might be able to fix that, at least for myself. Because, I mean, I can make myself look like a darkling now.
Oh, you too?
Perfect, yes. So we might be able to look around that way.
We also have to find out how many lightning towers she has. If it's like 17, we're fucked.
I mean, do you want me to go outside and keep an eye on Gleam? Well, let her know.
Let's talk about it while we watch the next play.
We see as the next troupe of performers gets ready to perform some tragedy. Glancing around, it appears not under the current watchful gaze of Endelin Moongrave. But as the wild things sit, and watch as this performance begins. Let's go ahead and take our break, and we'll pick up there when we come back in 5 to 10 minutes to see what the wild things are gonna do now. Don't go
Gonna
anywhere,
be
y'all.
sick.
We are back. We see the wild things here as they are currently watching a performance get put on. Let's see here. A performance of a play known as the Lich King's Revel, where a Lich King can't decide which of his 3 living heirs should rule his kingdom, so he throws a party during which his sons are all grafted into a single flesh golem.
Ultimate son.
And you are sons and daughters, all merged into one flesh golem, and you currently, the scene being put on is the penultimate scene of the creation of this monstrosity to rule the Lich King's kingdom. Well, what are you all doing?
I've already established this. If you want to talk to me psychically, you must touch my shoulder. Because I can't connect everybody in one big group chat.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm looking at the Darklings and seeing what they're able to do. If they can go in and out freely, if, like, trying to see shadows, if they're tailing them, or... She said they were good spies, so I'm trying to see if anything is kind of wandering around
Make
on
me
the
a
ground looking
perception
like
check.
it's supposed to be.
I'll help out with that, Sarah. You just want yeah. You want guidance or just want
Yeah,
advantage?
I'd love guidance or help or something.
Guidance
Melon's
advantage.
taller
You
than
roll.
me.
Yeah, no, guidance advantage. You roll.
I rolled a 7 and a 13, so plus...
A D4.
Oh, no, I thought you said you gave me advantage.
Yeah, and guidance.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so then it would be 13 plus 8, so 21 plus 3, 24.
24. The Darklings don't seem unable to leave here once the show has started. They just, few seem to do so because it would be rude. And there is a smattering of applause as this performance finishes and the next gets ready. And then several of the Darklings do get up and leave. Other Darklings come and take their place for the new performance. At any given time, there's anywhere between 10 and 30 or so Darklings in here. With a 20... What'd you end up with? 26? I'm stupid.
24, I think.
24? There may be some shadows in here, but this is a very shadowy space, at least in the seats, and distinguishing between animated shadows and benign shadows can be difficult, but there may be some in here too. But the Darklings don't seem to be compelled, controlled, charmed, or anything like that. They simply are here serving as captive audience. Wraught?
I'm going to put my hand on Kai's shoulder. What do you think about asking Stage Fright about the other sister? I mean, surely our performance can only improve with the addition of one more who can, do flips or whatever they do. I don't know what they do. And it's obviously not, that big a deal since the other one's not here. We ditched her.
Oh, so asking about the one that's imprisoned here.
Exactly. At least we would know whether or not she's here. If she's not, then we can move on to the Winter Court.
Bodhi's gonna lean in. I'm inviting myself to this conversation because
This is a psychic conversation.
Oh, fucking shit.
You put your hand on my
Specifically said.
shoulder.
I mean, yeah.
I have a very expressive face, so Bodhi's very good at reading my facial expressions.
Got it. Never mind, man. Never mind.
No,
Put your hand on my shoulder. Have a psychic conversation
I'm
with me.
gonna touch you gently.
Please don't drill my chin again, please.
I won't. There was a one-time thing, I think. But I could be persuaded to do it again if you ask nicely.
I'm not asking nicely. I'm telling you, don't do it.
Anyway, I have some thoughts on the current situation.
Do tell, Bodhi.
I just need to express that, well, we're doing a really good job meeting a whole lot of fucking people and trying not to get our wires crossed, man. We're just trying not to piss off this motherfucker over here, this guy over here. I'm trying to get this lady her shit here. I'm just glad we haven't pissed nobody off yet. So, hoping we can keep that shit up.
Your whole 2 cents is don't piss people off?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just saying it because past situations would lead me to believe that there could potentially be a clashing of, let's say, superior forces, and sometimes they don't like that. So I just want to be sure that we're being respectful as you're very clearly, silently planning alternative things and shenaniganry. Okay?
Did my expressive eyebrows give it away?
Nope, it was Sky.
I'm gonna slowly turn and look at Kai and waggle my eyebrows and then smack him in the face without saying anything.
Just got a cute little face that just says everything right there. Sorry.
This is why I keep forgetting I'm a rogue.
V.
V's gonna look over at you guys and go, I have to pee. And she go, oh, and then she's gonna touch your shoulder. And she's gonna psychically, I have to pee, wink, wink. And then she's gonna start to try and wander off and try and find a bathroom.
I'm gonna look at Otto and go, maybe you should help her find the bathroom. This is all out loud. Because she tends to make a
sneakier than Otto. I'm sneakier than Otto.
Despite that, you're a fool.
That was uncalled for. What the hell?
Sorry, out of character, you're a fool.
What the hell?
What'd I do?
Please take one sneaky person and one charismatic person to the bathroom every time you go.
Got it. Yeah.
Just
don't
like-
go to the
For no
bathroom
real reason
alone.
at all. Buddy system.
Buddy
I was
system.
gonna say, I
Buddy
have a
system.
I have a good perception and everything. I'm doing okay if I go
I
off on my own.
consistently
a little.
watch you roll 1 to 7.
I'm
Well,
gonna
that's
sit
because
here.
that's because you can see it on the digital thing when I roll.
No,
That's
don't
why
shield.
you
We're
can
not
see it.
sponsored.
Right, she's a lady. I can't go in the same bathroom she goes to.
Nobody knows you're not a lady, Otto. This isn't Kansas.
I'm quintessentially a man. What the fuck?
It's essentially a man.
I am male presenting. And just thumps her in the chest and gets up and walks away.
Okay. Could both of you, both V and Otto, make me investigation checks? And would you two be generally speaking, so going east out of the amphitheater is entirely out of the question because that's the stage. You know that to the north was the stairwell that led down to where the workshop was. You know that to the west, there was a stairwell that led up that led to a library, attached to which was the props and costume storage room that you found, and nearby was the staircase that led up. So do you think you would be heading north to go down, west to go up into that area, or south to check out a different area as you're looking for, quote-unquote, a bathroom?
V would probably start heading down the way that maybe a goblin was, asking them where the bathroom was. So it's like somebody knew that she was heading that way and she wasn't just wandering around on her own. So she would probably try and find a goblin first.
Okay, so what did you both get on your investigation checks?
17. Oh no.
Well, I got a 6 because I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to a goblin. I'm not
18.
paying attention.
18. Well, talking to people is part of investigating, gathering information, and all that. But I am still curious. Do you think you two would head north, south, or west?
Go to the area we haven't gone.
Cool.
Was that the library in the prop area, or which area is that one?
That's the south way.
South, I thought.
The south one. There was a lot of directions.
There's a lot of directions. As you head south, passing by like the stage. Hold on. Yeah, passing by the stage left area, and you ask a goblin where the bathroom is, and has planks of wood that he's carrying on one shoulder, and just points, and you see so you are in kind of a hallway area of stone here in this citadel, and it's about 10-foot wide hall. In an alcove against the leftmost wall, there is currently a goblin who is sitting there reading a playbill, essentially, and is just
Is this whistling happening?
yes, which it cut out. I
Oh,
would
okay.
assume.
Yeah, it cut out.
I
We
would
were just wondering.
absolutely-
I
I would
No, you're fine.
absolutely assume that it would cut that out. But as that started off way too loud. Sorry about that. That was very, very bright and loud harp right there.
But it,
Jeez.
like, it really lifted my spirits.
Yeah. Very happy suddenly.
Bardic inspiration.
The goblin who gestured heads off and leaves, and eventually the goblin here folds up the playbill, finishes her business, and just walks away. And you see that the privy here is a seat in this alcove that simply has a hole, and it drops straight down. It's a brisk throne to sit on as you get some mountain
Well-
winds right up in the derriere.
There you go. You wanted the bathroom, so I'll
my.
just turn
This is
around
very
while you take care of
Public.
your business. Does a bear shit in the woods?
Ha! Ha! So funny. I haven't heard that one. And she's gonna walk over, and she's gonna go potty really fast. Now, do I need to roll?
No!
Am I gonna fall off? Of
I'm not
this
gonna make
thing?
you
It's
roll
like
to take a
goblin.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like you fall into the thing and
No.
fall off of the mountain. Taking a shit.
No!
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
So around us, since I am in sitting mode and just looking around, what can I see? Can I see that there's another direction for us to wander in to find things?
There is a stairwell that to your left that leads up a little bit. You haven't gone that direction. You've seen plenty of actors just going to and fro. No one gives you any mind as you are seated here on the privy, because it's not an unusual occurrence. So you definitely do see that.
Okay, you hear V starting to sing because she gets uncomfortable in public spaces, so she's like...
Otto
starts
just standing
singing to
there
herself.
waiting as V is singing
V, are
while
you
taking a piss.
singing? V, are you singing?
I just get it. It's very public, okay? Shh, don't listen.
You said you come from a lot of people. You travel a lot. Like, you ain't never just gone on the side of the road with like a bunch of people just around you.
I am still a lady, and I will say a
So
very
are my
important
cousins.
lady of my tribe. So no, I don't just shit on the side of the road all the time. And she finishes up her stuff and okay, is there a place to wash your hands?
There is a basin of water nearby.
Oh, okay. She's gonna do what she can to wash her hands, even though she's feeling like
I'm not gonna
the
let you
basin of
lie.
water's
I'm not gonna let you lie.
Dirtier.
Looking at that water, I'm not sure you want to wash your
I
hands
would
in it.
touch
Not
it.
gonna lie.
I'm not gonna touch it.
There's a dead fly just floating in this grayish water.
Hey, can you
I
watch
don't
Gideon
trust
for
their
me?
hygiene.
It's not OSHA standards. You know, it's fine. I don't think they got a real union here. They just kind of just do everything
Not
they
again.
need to. Can you watch Gideon for me real quick? I do have to go pee.
Yeah, I'll watch Gideon, and she'll pick up the bush and she'll put Gideon on her shoulder.
Oh,
Not
okay.
touch
She'll
my
just
son
start
with
her-
his hands.
Excuse me, I am a very cleanly person. I didn't even touch my derriere to the seat. And she turns and she stomps and she stands with her back to him.
Otto, you handle your business.
Otto walks out with his hands up like this and just fire claws him clean. Done.
I mean, yeah, that's very effective.
That's not fair.
Would the three of you, now that Gideon is there, would you be heading back to the amphitheater, or would you be going exploring a little bit more?
So I'm pretty sure.
I'm going to put Gideon down while Otto's like coming back, and I'm going to go Gideon, go up those stairs. We'll run after you and act like, oh no, we're chasing this bush that's our friend. And go on.
Okay, so like what was happening on the stage. Okay, you set him down and
But
just goes
don't go too
running.
far.
Ah! And screams as loud as he can. They're chasing me! And goes running up the stairs.
Ivana's gonna go right after him.
Did I do it bad?
He's gonna be right.
I thought that's what
No,
they
no,
did.
you did a great
I did
job.
good.
You did a great
doing
job.
it right.
You did great. It was just really loud. Oh no, Gideon.
There's a
What?
woman, an elf, who walks by and sees this.
I should have thought of a talking bush for ours.
That would have been real smart next time. And just walks off muttering to herself.
Damn it, they're gonna do better than us.
Somebody tell her that's called a queef.
I'm not touching that one.
All right, I'm out.
Good
Listen.
thing that was out of
Bye.
character. Otherwise, Gideon
Listen.
would know a new word.
Oh,
Oh, God.
oh,
You stand bushes here.
oh.
Yes, that has to do with queefing as well.
The two of you, eventually like quiet down his performance and chase after him up the stairs, which leads through a different entrance into the prop room. There is the door that you came through this time, the door that you came through the previous time, a pathway that leads from here that you know leads to the changing room area where you all got dressed after you picked your costumes out from this cramped, jammed room. There's also one additional door to the north that you haven't yet checked out. And opening that door, you see it leads back to the library that you very briefly passed through when following stage fright up to the audience chamber. It's a magnificent library. There are stone bookshelves, countless of them. There are currently 6 figures in here that you can see. 3 bespectacled goblins who are... One of them is currently up on a ladder, sliding around, pulling down a particular bookshelf, while the other 2 are speaking with some of the other figures in here, which are cloaked figures similar to the Darklings, though a little bit taller, more slender. And the 3 seated figures are currently seated in overstuffed armchairs reading. One of them trades out a book with one of the bespectacled goblins, and they just continue reading. One thing I will say that you notice that is interesting here is that nearly every book in here, or as in, like, every book you see, it's possible there are books that you can't see that don't fit this pattern, but every book you can see, of which there are hundreds, are nearly identical in appearance. Same size, about 8 inches tall, no writing on the spines, just black wooden covers and yellow pages that are all held together with copper wire. And there are hundreds of books like this.
I'd like to take a look at one of them?
Sure.
V would pull one off too and compare it with Otto's.
Sure. The two of you, or three of you, head fully into the library, and the goblins and the cloaked figures give a glance up, seeing that you're there with just a small nod of acknowledgement, and then go back to their tasks, their reading or shelving of books. And are you just pulling down the first one of these that you can find?
Yeah.
The two of you head
Get a
over,
view of what they use.
each grabbing one, and just flipping to flip to the second page just to see if they're the same, since they look the same on the outside. They are all written with the same hand. They are all handwritten. None of these are from printing presses. And both of the books that you look at are written in the same handwriting. Go ahead and make me an investigation check, please. And while you're doing that, let me check one thing. So Otto got a 5, V got a 15.
I want to add.
Before,
two
hold on.
of my luck
Before
points.
you add
Okay.
anything, I just want to give you a
Sure,
chance to
sure.
save those. You can't read this, V. You don't understand this language. Otto, you do. This is the Elven tongue that all of these books are written in. And the writings are in rhyming couplets. Some of them the rhyming couplets sometimes are in larger stanzas, sometimes simply 2 lines. And the lines, or the different blocks of text, don't seem to have any connection to each other. It's almost just like individual tiny poems that are written here with no connecting theme, rhyme, or reason.
What does it
So
say?
it's slam poetry.
I can't read it.
It's Elvish. V.
Oh, does that mean? And she looks over at the cloaked figures who are taller. Does that mean they're elvish?
Be honest, I don't know. Anybody can learn Elvish. I learned it in the carnival. No, I didn't. I knew it from back home because we dealt with a lot of elves. So I learned how to speak with buyers and shop owners and stuff when we used to sell the moonshine and everything. So it helped.
V's just gonna look him straight in the eye. That's amazing. I only know Goblin. It's such a beautiful language, I hear. And she's gonna flip through the pages, sort of like, not understanding it, but just appreciating the language happening in front of her.
And like I said, there are hundreds of books like this. How long would the two of you just be checking out the first books that you pull down, or would you be spending some time here investigating? What would you be doing at this point?
I want to go over to where the majority of the cloak figures are, because they're getting books off of certain shelves and stuff, and I would like to check out what they're reading.
Got it.
Can I tell what the oldest ones are, by the way, Ethan? I was
the
just
oldest
curious.
books or the oldest of the
The oldest
individuals?
books. Oldest books. Notebooks.
Let me get back to that in just 1 second. The figures that are reading all seem to be reading different volumes of this black, wooden, identical library. And they're just flipping through it, and you approach one of them and just kind of looks up, this gray-skinned humanoid with the only bridge of the nose down really visible with how they're cloaked, and just looks up at you. Tries to shift a little in the armchair so that you aren't making eye contact and go back to reading.
Oh, we won't bother you too much. I just want to say your library is very nice and everything, and I was just wanting to know what your favorite book here was, and such. That's all.
Oh, mostly the same to me. Just need something to keep me from being bored. If you'll excuse
How
me.
long are you?
If you'll
All right.
excuse me. Thank you.
Okay.
V, with your question, tough to tell which the oldest of these is. What you do notice as you're examining the bookshelves is you spot one book that doesn't fit the identical appearance of all of the others. Just one. It's a hefty tome with green-colored leather, and stitched into the spine, you can see, as you spot it on the bookshelf, there is a withered frog. And I don't mean a decoration of one. I mean there is a withered frog stitched into the leather of the spine of this book.
Otto! Otto! She's trying to do her, library whisper, pretty much, trying not to disturb people. Look
Yeah?
at that one up there, Otto. There's a frog in it. I wonder
me.
if it spells. Throw you? And
Throw
she
me.
looks around to see, Ethan, is there a ladder that is easily accessible, not being used by somebody else?
Yes, there is.
And then she's going to be like, no! And she's going to pick him up and run over to the ladder and put him on the ladder and then slide the ladder over to the book.
He's becoming a forced bell.
That was kind of fun, not gonna lie. Oh, Otto climbs up and grabs the book. How big is the book compared to me?
I mean, it's a book. It's not an it's just a thick tome. It's a little bit taller than the black bound books in here. It's a couple inches taller, but I mean, it's a book. And as you go to grab it, nothing happens. You pull down the book.
You are such a shit. You are such a shit.
How dare you, DM? How dare you?
Hey, Ethan, doing stuff
Jeez.
like that. It's great.
You pull down the book. There is on the front of the book, in gilded golden writing, are the words Tales from the Gloaming Court, Volume 3.
I think it's a storybook.
Can you read the inside? Is it in Elvish too?
I mean, I can read it. I'm not really sure what language it's in, though.
The title is written in Elvish.
It's written in Elvish, and he just opens it and just to double check.
You open it, and there is a soft sound of breaking glass, and a small cloud of dust puffs up from the book. Could both of you please make me Constitution
Fuck
saving
me!
throws, please?
Oh my goodness. I got a 13. But I'm wondering if you're gonna give us a little bit of a hint on amount, because I could always put
I am
luck
not.
points on it.
I'm gonna wait for
Okay,
you all to
I'm
tell
gonna-
me if you want to
You
do
know,
anything.
I'm gonna
15
put
is a-
2 luck points. I'm
Yeah,
gonna put
15
2
is a
luck points
pretty
on
good
it. It's
number
gonna
to
be a
shoot
15.
for.
It's gonna be
15?
15.
Okay, 15
Yes.
for V.
Burn it all to make it a 15.
Okay. You snap the book closed. Have to hack this a little bit, causing the seated individuals to look your way, and one of the bespectacled goblins to come shuffling over. Shh.
The book. Oh, that wasn't our fault.
Nothing else
Are you
happens?
okay, Otto? Are you okay?
Books are evil. Evil.
Someone
Mood.
obviously set the trap. What the?
I was so stupid to do that.
Do you think it's still trapped? Do you think it's still booby trapped, or do you think that was the only one? Should we take it with us? Should we pocket it? And she's gonna go in all rogue mode and like looking around, like who's looking at us?
Ask me if it was trapped. Could you have taken care of that if it was trapped? V?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not the best with traps. I'm not bad, but I'm way better at sneaking and jumping and stuff. Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? Otto's like still hunched over. Obviously, because I'm a bigger bear, and Otto was closer to it.
I'm questioning my choices that I've made at this moment.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but she's gonna smack him on the back. You're doing good. Good job. I'm so very proud of you.
Head over heels, on the ground. Just fucking feet up in the air. God damn it.
As you get knocked down,
I'm so sorry.
the goblin who had only made it about 40 feet away turns back, and as he starts to say, shh, you hold up a hand, Otto.
Sorry.
One detail I did forget to mention that you all noticed about the Blackbound books is that on the cover of each one of them, there is a image of an hourglass burned into it.
Cool. Hourglass coven. Got it.
Oh. So V's gonna go over and pick the book up again, and she's going to open it away from herself, seeing if it still has a trap within it.
A little bit of dust
Yep.
falls
No,
out
yeah.
from the book, but no other effect.
Did the bottle or the glass fall out of the book?
Yeah,
that-
there
that
are
had
small
cracked?
shards of glass that fall out along with it as you kind of like shake the pages and it all just scatters to the
Yeah.
ground.
Look, Otto! Look!
Please tell me when Otto looks at V, just blows dust from the book straight into his face.
I do not blow anything. I am very nice. You stop it. How dare you? I am not clumsy. He
What did you
opens his
find?
own book. The
What'd you
shards
find?
of glass. Look, I think the book is no more booby trapped, and she's gonna hold it open to Otto in front of him. Oh,
So-
sorry, you're down there. I forgot.
The book is, like I said, entitled Tales from the Gloaming Court, and seems to be different accounts and histories from long, long, long ago in the, also sometimes called the Winter Court, the Unseelie Court, the Gloaming Court. So histories from long ago, both insignificant, and some of them quite maybe overwrought in how they are being retold. But it seems to be volume 3 out of who knows how many books of the histories of the Gloaming Court.
I would like to see if there's anything about the Hourglass Coven or Oberon.
You're going to be going through a whole book here. How long, and it's a thick tome. How long are you willing to spend doing this?
He just goes over, pulls a chair out, puts the book down, sits down, scoots, grabs Gideon, puts him on the table. I'm going to read you a story, kid. We're going to be here for a while. Come on over, V, because I'm going to read to you too.
Do you want me to go and tell them where we are, or? And she's like, who cares? And she sits.
Did neither of you do a connection before you left, just in case?
Oh, I told everyone I was going to go pee, and they sent Otto with me, and this is where we've gotten. So it's about to jump back to you as Otto reads us a story.
And V, would you just be sitting here listening? Would you be investigating anything yourself?
V would probably just be listening to Otto, probably, I know this sounds cliche, knitting something while she does it, because she would just pull out something that she's been working on, and she would just continue knitting while listening to this story. Because let's be honest, V is not the most in wisdom and investigation, so she's more of a chill girl.
Okay. Then as Otto begins to pour through this tome, we return to in the amphitheater, where Bodhi, Melon, Kai, Wraught, and Juniper still remain. What are the 4 of you up to?
Man, this play is rather abstract. I don't get it.
Well, let's go see something that's a little more real. So I'm gonna grab Melon by his paw and walk out. And if we see any staff being like, "Hey, where do people like work? Or like live? I suppose. First of all, where are we gonna be staying? And where do like all the other actors and like the guy who makes the costumes and stuff we saw earlier stay?"
Well, if you're going to be staying, the performance quarters are right over there, attached to near the costume storage. If you're looking for the workshop, that is in the understage, which you can find over yonder.
I would love to see the understage and see how it all comes together from everybody else's angle.
Very well. It is right that way. Feel free to show yourself.
You're
Hey,
such a
before
fucking techie.
before we left, can we have Kai mentally connect to Wraught? You know, just in case.
Yeah, sure.
So is Bodhi and Wraught staying in the amphitheater? Are the 2 of you going along?
I will stay with Bodhi. I want to see what these 2 get up to before we head off on our own rendezvous.
Split the party again. Okay. So
You love us.
yeah. No. The 2 of you, Kieren and Melon, begin to head. You know where the understage is. You went there. That the workshop, Stage Fright, already showed you to, so you know exactly where it is. You take the opportunity of one of the performances ending, excuse yourself politely while applauding, scooting through the tiny audience, and head back to the stone stairs that descend into the understage and deposits you directly into the stairs first lead to the parts storage section of the understage. There are crates of props stacked in this chamber alongside wooden backdrops that are draped in cobwebs. There is an 8-foot circular wooden disc here, painted to look like a smiling moon that leans against one of the walls. And you see the parts storage opens directly up into the workshop, which is the main section of the understage.
A moon, you say?
Yeah. Painted
Is
like a
there
smiling
maybe
moon.
another one that looks like a sun around?
Down here, you can make me a perception check.
Sure, I'll try to see whatever I can.
Hey, Sarah, I want to help you out. Take your guidance, and why don't you just roll for it as well? Fucking love guidance.
Uh, 23. I just rolled the d4 right here. It's a 1.
There's no sign of a prop sun down here. This moon, this piece of wood looks like it'd be decently heavy. Not for you, Melon. Probably, 40, 50 pounds. There's a small iron ring that is screwed to its top so it can be hung from a hook and lowered with a crane or permanently attached to a piece of scenery. But no sun that you see down here. With that high a perception check, you do, however, find a really nice looking hammer with a golden handle. Not a war hammer, but a tool hammer. Pretty. Probably fetch a pretty penny. But there isn't anything like a sun in here or anything like that.
I'll leave the hammer because if we're beholden to, being good guests, I don't exactly want to steal from her right now. I don't need to get cursed again.
It's fair. So where would you
But
be?
is it just one big room? I can't...
So there's the part storage room. There is then, it leads directly into the large room that is the full workshop that dominates the majority of the cavernous underbelly of the stage.
Yeah, I think we'll wander into the workshop.
Sure.
Yeah, so I was just saying, I really didn't understand why they all need to be painted a masked sun on the end. Why?
There are, as you re-enter the workshop here, it is still just as busy as it was. There are several goblins, over a dozen here at work. The woman that you saw before, who was introduced as Charme, the one who did your introduction and your conclusion for your performance, is also down here again and is currently overseeing the work that is being done.
Honestly, Ethan, I'm actually looking for any traces of the sister or anybody that we might anything we might recognize or people that look familiar or
you can make me an investigation check.
Hey, Sarah, guess what?
You're taller than me
you
and
go.
also looking too.
Yeah, but you're also better at most things than I am.
I'm only +4 with this one.
Yeah, Sarah, my investigation is a -2, so yeah.
And then a +2 with your guidance, so 23.
23? I'm not sure what sign or indication of glimmer you might be looking for, but you don't find any down here. And aside from Charme, whom you see, and recognizing a number of the goblins who were at work down here when you were here just an hour and a half ago, those are the familiar faces. You also do notice that to the southwest, there is a small series of cells. They aren't barred cells. They are cells as in cave openings and rooms that have hammocks strung, lining the walls in these little tiny corridors. You can hear the sound of snoring coming from one of the cells, as there are currently in here a couple of goblins looking like they're taking their breaks.
You got my hopes up with cells, but I was thinking like maybe it'd be like the second sister where she had people being like having to work for her. So like maybe she's, having to make props or something.
One of the goblins
I know
that you
you're-
pass looks up as she is in the middle of chewing her toenail. As she...
Gross. Okay. The person that the lady that you were mentioning earlier, she's Charmaine, right?
Charmaine, yes.
Charmaine, she's the one who announced us.
Correct.
Correct? Okay.
Chardonnay.
What race was she again?
Human.
Okay. And that I take that's unusual here. Have we seen any other humans?
Yeah, you've seen a couple. There was one in the very first performance troupe that was putting on a show before you. You've seen one or two others. It's not unheard of. They're in amongst the troubadours here.
I
Hey,
think
Melon,
you were more
do we wanna
meaning
go-
like the humans working here, not just.
Oh, there aren't any
performing.
humans working here, no. Other than her, there are goblins.
So then that's weird because she's the only human working here. So kind of want to go talk to her actually.
Okay.
Also, Kai, I know, I'm sorry, it looked like cells, but I know you got excited there for a second. I know how much you love breaking out of jail.
I really do love breaking into and out of prison cells.
Look, it's so much fun. I remember the last time we did it. It's like, oh, the spoon.
The paper crane and the blueberries, yeah.
Oh, iconic.
Good times. But let's go schmooze up a human.
Why human? They're boring.
They're the exotic ones right now.
Oh God, they are. Wow.
I know. So we'll get a little closer. Charmaine, right?
Yes, that would be me. You all did well. The dame seemed pleased.
That's wonderful to hear. Thank you. Really appreciate you doing the announcement for us on such short notice. I wanted to, come down and see how a little bit more of the magic is done here without it being right before our play. But I kind of want to know. There's so few humans here that how did you find yourself here?
Well, it's a boring story for the most part. I received one of the dame's readings, and she informed me of a likely future, in her words, in which those with whom I was traveling would betray me. I chose to avoid that risk and stay here instead. Much
That
practice.
sons of bitches. Oh my god.
Indeed. But that's the risk when you work with others. That's why I have recently taken great joy in my independence. And what of you?
Is there a play about it?
Not as of yet. Not as of yet. But once I get a little bit more experience in the theater, I do hope to pen my own. For now, I'm still, as they say, cutting my teeth on the works of others, learning what I like, learning what I don't like before I try my hand at creating it myself.
I think that's wonderful. My goodness. How long have you been here?
Oh, well, time is a little strange. For me, however, only a handful of months at this point. And what of you? What brought such an eclectic troupe of troubadours to Motherhorn?
Trying to make
This
our way
one.
forward. Ah, yes, I was originally taken to hither. Yup, I get spirited away all the time. But as it goes, we've just been trying to make our way forward and eventually get back home.
I do need to retcon one thing. I said a matter of months. That is incorrect looking at my notes, and it does kind of matter to her story. She's been here for closer to about 20 years. At least in the Feywild writ large. The Feywild itself, I've been here for decades. Here in Motherhorn, a few months so far. And indeed, you came here to find one of your own. Noble. I wish it would have been wonderful if the dame would have foreseen a future for me with such loyal companions, but alas, not all of us have a happy ending.
You can't trust the ones that you grew on with. Also, how do you stay in one place for so long?
When your options are limited, it becomes much easier.
Ethan is out of character. I'm trying to remember the characters of that the group of heroes that we've running into. Because I know that we found 3
Valor's
of them.
Call?
Bingo. Was there anybody else that we hadn't found that she might be a matching description to?
So I am happy to give you this information because Elkhorn and Strongheart had mentioned the names of the rest
buried
of
somewhere in my
Valor's
I've
notes.
Call.
also
not here.
been in Elkhorn's head, so I've seen them. and
There
I probably
was
described them.
Elkhorn, Mercion, Molliver, Ringlerun, and Strongheart.
And we've only run into 3 of them.
Correct. There is no sign as of yet of Ringlerun or Mercion.
Because Wrinkle Run was old, right?
Yeah.
That much I remember. My notebook has been buried somewhere because of having to do
Runs like a fresh 21. Just the nickname that they gave him. It's a joke.
Just an
They
old man
named him
sounding
as a
name.
joke.
So then it would just leave Mercy on, but then this is most likely not because she opened the Discord Chardonnay, so I'm calling her Chardonnay in my head.
Oh, what if she's a
Sorry.
league of badness of the baddies?
Oh. Yeah.
No, they were all hanging out together.
Wait, no, there's only like 2 or 3 of them when we met them at the Goblin place, right? That doesn't seem like it's not enough to be a league, right? That's like a little club.
The Club of Baddies.
So we're calling them like the Club of Baddies. I mean, yeah, if you have 3, you can still be a league, sure, I guess, but you know.
How many
what would you
members
say?
to form a
Friends,
league?
well, go for it, Ethan. Finish the joke.
Oh, there is no joke. I don't have one.
I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this to her before I ask it. So if you don't mind me asking about this group that was, gonna betray you, why?
I suspect you're going to,
why
whether
would
I mind or not.
they? Oof. Yeah, I mean, I'm a curious person.
Really?
It's fascinating to me, though,
Isn't it?
because I didn't know that she would read any of our futures. I thought it was just her own.
Did you ask?
No, you're right, I didn't.
No, don't ask, you don't get.
But if they're gonna betray you, I'd rather not get on their bad side either. There's been enough things here that have already tried to kill me in general. I don't need more. I just want to know who to avoid.
Yeah, like that big fucking bird.
Like the birds.
Well, if you run into a group that calls themselves the League of Malevolence, I suggest you avoid them.
Fuck, Maureen!
Fucking called it!
That seems a very apt name. Whoa.
It was our name that we called ourselves while we were at school. And once we got here, and we needed to start doing some odd jobs to survive, we needed to call ourselves something. And Kellic, having a penchant for nostalgia, decided to drum up our old name once again. I always thought it was a little dramatic. And that's coming from me.
out of character, Sarah, did you want to have Kai let Wraught know and check input on that front?
I'm feeding all of this back to Wraught.
Okay.
You actually have to tell me this, Sarah.
Oh no, I'm doing it now. You're getting data dumped right now. Like, oh my god, the woman who announced us on the stage is one of the League of Baddies.
It's during like a super
let her
smutty scene
know
on the stage.
that some of the League is in the Feywild?
Well, we already knew that. We saw 3 of them in the Fields of Spring. So
Yeah,
it's still technically
she doesn't know that though. That's what I'm asking. Do we want to let her know about that? Maybe gain some good favor inside this area.
Melon, do you want to take it away?
God, no. Mr. Charisma and Intelligence of Negatives?
Actually, I think I've heard that name before.
Really?
We were in the Fields of Spring before coming here, and discussing stuff with an individual known as the Great Gark. And
you talking about like the guy with like the big shield? And
yeah, the guy with the spooky shield.
Like the bitchy face looking one?
Well, he had a helmet on, but yeah. I think we've actually had a close encounter with some of them. Didn't meet them in person, but kind of saw them walking by. Like a wizard-looking guy and then a shorter dude in armor with a spooky shield.
Yes, that sounds like Kellic and Warduke. Well, if they're still out there making a name for themselves, good. As long as they don't bother me, that's fine.
I mean, they're only like one realm over.
Well, one realm over is far enough. And here I have the protection of Endelyn Moongrave. As long as I stay on her good side, I doubt there should be any problems.
But why would she protect you, though? Did they wrong
For
her
my
somehow?
incredible personality and my incredible performance skills. And
Of course.
I am quite good at
Very, you are
ingratiating
amazing.
myself when necessary. Very handy skill for someone who wishes to survive in this world.
I can see that. And you know what? I wish you the best of luck and the most security that you can get here.
Should you run into them again, do be careful. Last I knew, they were still working for that sorceress, Zybilna.
Oh, they're working for Zybilna?
Yes, well, we were prior to my departing the group. She had tasked them, us, with hunting down some venturing party of sorts. What did they call them? Something pretentious. Valor's Call. That's what it was.
Oh, I love
Okay.
hunting.
Okay, gotcha. Luckily we knew that.
Is that to me?
No, that was just me out of character to the rest of the group.
yeah, you all
right.
knew that.
We knew that. We knew that the League of Baddies was after.
Yeah,
the
you just
Melon
didn't know that they were doing it at Zybilna's behest. So, keep your wits about you if you run into them again, but hopefully they will stay quite busy with whatever errands Zybilna is sending them on next.
Let's hope so.
Well, what do you think you're doing? And she walks over to a goblin who is currently working on painting a piece of a backdrop that is laid down. Does that look like an evening sky to you? Does it look anything like an evening sky to you? You think that hue of orange fits? And she grabs the pot of orange paint and drops down a nearly identical hue of orange. That is the color of the evening sky. Do you see the difference?
Yes, Miss Charme? Good. Now make it right.
Turns back to you. It's constant.
We'll let you get back to it.
Thank you. Ugh. Now, who else needs their work corrected? And she starts heading around and looking over the work of all of the other goblins. While this is happening, while Otto and V are reading in the library, what are Bodhi and Wraught up to?
I think Bodhi is definitely taking the opportunity to do nothing because everybody else is just so gung-ho and going towards everything. Why would he need to rush as well? So he is people watching for the most part, just standing there, watching, waiting for the next move, enjoying a hand-rolled joint and the atmosphere.
Incredible.
Excuse me, sir. No smoking in the theater.
Huh?
No, she's sure.
Thank God it's open air.
And he's going to suck his arm into his shell, and he's going to suck his head into his shell, and it's going to muffle the smoke just enough. And then he pops his hand out and his head out. Sorry about that.
The play that is currently being performed is called Blightstraw's Fall. It has featured several goblins dressed up as bullywugs, cavorting around a wicker effigy that looks strikingly like and insultingly not like Bavlorna Blightstraw. She is a toad of a woman in reality, and somehow this effigy is even more of a caricature. It seemed impossible she could be more loathsome in her appearance, but the crafters down below spared no effort at making this horrendous-looking rendition of Bavlorna Blightstraw. And
is it reasonable to assume from the play that after we left, the bullywugs overthrew the hag?
The story involves a group of outsiders who stumble upon the bullywugs who are dancing around this effigy as if in worship of it, and manage to trick the bullywugs into betraying and killing the toadish hag. This play draws standing ovation from the Darklings who are here. Encore! Again! Fuck Bavlorna! Yay!
I clap along. Bodhi.
As do I.
What do you say we do a bit of a walkabout during this intermission?
Absolutely. As long as we're back, because I really have to see how it ends.
I'm pretty sure it did just end.
Wait. You just said intermission, though, so I thought it was like another
Between
thing,
plays.
like
I mean, the plays are unending.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go, man. I'm all about it.
I wouldn't mind maybe finding stage fright. I think that our play could use a little amping up if we're going to put it on again.
What did you have in mind?
Perhaps some acrobatics?
That sounds pretty nice. Hey, did you know I can jump really high and really far now? Just so you know, I
What?
can help.
You
Yeah,
can what?
I can. I can do a big jump now. Yeah, I just thought, I develop it.
Is this like
Along
a
with-
one-time thing, like somebody who can fly while they're hanging off
No.
of a dragon, except they can only fly once?
God damn it, Joe.
No. And also I can meet animals. So that's pretty sick. So me and Junie can wrestle again. That's gonna be pretty sick one day.
She gives a tilt of her head, recognizing the word wrestle.
He and rustles at the top.
Oh,
Not
as,
yet.
as you tilt your head in
no,
response.
No. no.
You have to calm her down as she starts getting
No,
riled
no,
up.
no,
Like,
no, 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 no.
this
The
big
big
owl
old
bear
tip
getting all
tappies.
excited, tippy tapping,
No, no,
except it's
no, no,
thumpy
no, no,
thumping.
No, 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 later. Yes, so that's a thing that could probably be helpful. But yeah, the whole acrobatics things. Yeah, any other ideas beyond that?
I'm gonna pat Bodhi on the forearm and go, I just want to find that twin so Otto doesn't murder us.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Actually, I think that's really good.
That was
idea.
psychically.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, psychically.
Coincidentally, at about this moment, as the audience starts to, some remain, some get traded out, Stage Fright comes and finds you two.
Oh, good. There you are. Where is your blue friend, the one who played Tenza?
He had the violent shits and had to step away.
Understood. Been there myself. That's a tragedy. Now, however, I was hoping to speak with him, for I may have been a bit rash in my trade of my scepter for the fine, very fine, incredibly fine dagger that he traded me. I simply realized that particular. Is it possible if I could, do you think you would be open to swapping that scepter for a different one? You see, that scepter is slightly a symbol of my station here as the master of ceremonies, and I feel its absence would be noted in a way that would not look great for me. And if it would be at all. Now, I understand the trade has been made. I have no right to demand its return, but if I may ask, perhaps, for a swap.
Stage fright, I cannot commit for my companion. The only thing I can promise is that I can bring it up to him. But in order to bring it up to him, because I know that he is now extremely emotionally attached to that staff.
Truly,
he loves it
he
more
developed
than
that
our
attachment
firstborn.
incredibly quickly.
It's true.
It's
he
been
loves it
20. It's
beyond
been like
his
an
love
hour.
for me. I know it's been an hour, but for him it's been 100 years. He experiences time differently than us.
Well, I do not claim to understand any of that. But I understand the attachment. I feel it myself.
But
Yes.
I am happy, perhaps in another trade, to bring it up to him, to see if he's open to potentially giving it up to you, because we actually have an idea. We were thinking about...
Quick, hold on. Very open to hearing what you have to say, but I just want to make sure I understand. Were you saying that my simply asking Tenza, for lack of knowing his name, simply asking would require
That's how
something on
attached he is to
return?
that staff.
Indeed.
But
Oh.
I'm not asking anything physical of you. I would not ask any additional staves or knives or whatever you're emotionally attached to. All I want is to please the dame. And in order to please the dame more, I was thinking about elevating our play even more. So in trade for asking him if he'd be open to potentially trading back the staff, I can't guarantee he would. We were thinking about adding another member, perhaps, because we had
a
this
seventh part in this
exactly,
play. But
exactly.
who would they play?
We had this elf we found in the snow, and she did amazing acrobatics. But for some reason, the door was like, "Oh, leave her. I've never met her in my life." But she did amazing acrobatics. And I don't know if you have another person who does great flips, because I think that in the background of potential fight scenes with a lot of murder and death for the tragedy, I think they could really elevate the play for the dame.
Quick question. Bodhi, are you wanting to participate in this scene at all?
Do a bad flip, Bodhi.
I can't. You in practice. I think that Bodhi for this scene would probably try to remain more silent.
Cool.
I don't think that he's going to be very helpful.
No problem. Just wanted to check in and see.
Thank you. People watching.
Yeah.
I want an elf who does flips for fight scenes.
I think you can.
Could you, Wraught, make me a deception check?
But what if you do want enough to do flips for fight scenes?
That's not the part that's
I mean,
untrue.
I really actually do. I do.
That
want elf
is
for fight
not
scenes.
the lie, and you fucking know it. Don't try me.
No, we
25.
know this about the staff.
25, compared to his nat 20, is very close.
I have like 5 luck points. If it's that close, I'll add 2 to make it a 27.
Well, I will confess, the dame did not have the most pleasant reaction to the last acrobatic troupe that came to perform. However, more performers are always welcome.
Especially in a grisly fight scene where people die.
Yes, of course, the flips, the athleticism. It would be...
And then they break their necks on stage.
Well, we can only hope. But, well, I am open to considering this in return for you, bringing this request to Tenza.
I cannot guarantee that Tenzer will agree, but I'm happy to broach the subject.
And I cannot guarantee anything on my end either, but I am happy to consider it. If, you, produce this, acrobat, I will put them through the ringer a little bit and see if they might be fitting to perform
Oh,
for
so
the
you
dame.
don't have one on staff?
An acrobat? No. Well, I mean, some of the troops do flips, but we don't have a resident acrobat that we keep on tenure or anything such as this.
I out of character, I don't even know how to ask if he has one in jail we can borrow. Jesus.
You just walk by, you know.
You could ask if they have one in jail.
You don't even have to pay them. I'm happy to break the necks of anyone.
Why?
You know me. I'm not attached to
Oh,
anyone.
we
I
don't-
love killing
We don't
kiosks.
Tell
pay
people
any
that.
of the performers.
Tell
That's the
people that.
beauty of it. No, absolutely not. Did you not get...
Oh, and he pulls like one of the pamphlets and he taps at the bottom where it says this is an unpaid opportunity.
We don't pay any of them. It's wonderful.
I like lean back and I kick Bodhi just kind of hard in the ankle.
That's what I have to say about that.
Well, thank you for hearing my request. Very generous of you. Please let me know whenever you have his response. I would, as I said, be happy to return the dagger or to provide an alternate scepter, one that perhaps he may grow even more emotionally attached to in a surprisingly short period of time. But thank you very much. I must be getting away duty calls. Thank you. Enjoy
Thank
the
you
next
so
show.
much for your time.
Of course.
And shuffles off.
Psychically to Bodhi. Motherfucker, I was trying to find that fucking flippy elf.
Why don't we just go look for him? We just go out there.
I don't know where to look.
Go ahead.
I don't know,
and
we can
both
just make a
of you-
sign.
Both of you make me a slightly after
In
the fact
search
as
of.
he walks away, an insight check.
Bodhi has your insight.
Both of you.
You don't need to be knowing about that. Long story short though, it's not great. 11.
$18.
18. Okay.
That's nice.
You have been rolling on fire tonight, Joe.
Not usually, so this is unusual.
There was...
Joe, I will take that bad luck. I will take it.
There was the slightest hesitation when he said that we don't keep one on tenure. That was true. But there was the slightest catch of his words as he stumbled over them just a little bit.
Bodhi, let's go find the lowest intern.
Yeah.
Let's go find the costume and prop makers.
Okay.
And give them weed.
What are we gonna do? This is exciting.
We're gonna give them what they always wanted.
What's that?
A chance to be a star.
Juicy! Oh, that's nice. Okay! And he slaps his hands together and rubs them really fast. So, how are we gonna get started?
And we see as Wraught and Bodhi start to head back to where they know the workers and costume makers and set designers are hard at work, heading the direction of where Melon and Kieren are, and leaving Otto and V pouring through these books here in the library. That is where we will close the curtain on tonight's performance and pick up next time, session 73 of the Wylde Beyond.
Ethan, if I give 10 more subs, can we go for another half hour?
We've been going already for 2 hours
and I have
40,
work
which
tomorrow.
is long
I'm tired.
for us. That
Fuck.
is long for us. That's it. We're about 20 over already. I would
Good
love
offer,
to,
though,
but
honestly.
yeah, great offer. But thank
Get
you
you
all
next
so
time.
much for telling this incredible story tonight. Boy, so many unexpected things. And thank you all for being here to share in this story. Before you go anywhere, friends, thank you again for being here. Don't go anywhere because we're going to be raiding, and I want to let these wonderful people let you know where you can find them when they aren't here rolling dice. So, Sarah.
Don't worry about it.
Fair enough. Sally.
Hey you guys, Sally Quinn Creations. You can find me everywhere, Sally Quinn Creations. We're right now making a TTRPG game. It's gonna take forever. Come by and say hi. Yeah. Thanks, Ethan.
Joe.
Hi guys, I'm Joe. I make handmade dice. You can find me on Etsy at Terrible Trio Craps. My dice roll really well unless you're a DM, in which the case they roll shit. So buy some for your DM now. I recommend it.
Mav.
Hello, everyone. It's your favorite black on the internet here. You can find me at Digital Clubhouse TV 3 times a week, every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. This Wednesday, we are finally starting Life is Strange Reunion, which will not be episodic. It is all one game, all there, ready to go. And we are going to play that until we're done. And then we will be we finished Borderlands 4 today. And on Saturday, we'll be playing more Outlast Trials. So you get your spooky games outside of October. So be thankful. Thanks. Enjoy me screaming my head off. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time playing Ready or Not with the homies. So yeah, love your faces. Goodbye.
Morgan.
You can find me right here, painting little mechs to look like trains.
And Lauren.
I'm also here. I am gaming on Mondays and sometimes on Wednesdays if I'm feeling squirrely. And then, of course, the rolling the dice and as a creator at 1,000 Faces Cosplay and 95% Lauren. So, okay.
My name is Ethan. I am the other half of 1,000 Faces Cosplay. I also go by the Buff DM online for all things TTRPGs. I'm the forever DM here on Go Buff Yourself, so check us out what we're doing in terms of TTRPGs. On YouTube, Go Buff Yourself. On anywhere you get podcasts, Go Buff Yourself. There's so much content out there. We work really hard on it, and every single listen, every single watch, every single comment means the world to all of us. So, let me go ahead and initiate a raid here. Ooh, someone doing a Curse of Strahd run. She is the Ancient, so a Femme Curse of Strahd, which is my favorite version of Strahd. Until we see you next time, friends, which We will be having a pre-recorded stream tomorrow of one of our pre-recorded campaigns, so please check that out. Very excited to continue sharing all these campaigns with you. That'll be broadcasting here tomorrow, I think at 3 p.m. Central Time, so come back for that. And until we see you in person next time, friends, it's a tough time out there. Be good to yourselves. Extra good to yourselves. Take some time off of social media, please. Take some time off of doom scrolling, but then pay attention. We need you paying attention. These are perilous times. Go educate yourselves, register to vote, register someone else to vote, read a book, fight fascism, and until we see you next time, friends, stay wild. Bye, y'all.